Welcome back to another episode of the That's Rank podcast, the podcast where we rank listeners' ideas on the fly. My name is Liam.
Woo.
My name is
I'm
Rob.
Taryn.
Perfect. Seamless as always. Taryn and Rob here once again.
That was my fault.
Welcome
My fault because Taryn has been jumping in second there, and I come in up the number 3 spot.
That's all right. That's all right.
I jumped
man.
a gun.
Sometimes
I jumped a gun. I mixed it up.
You got to mix it up sometimes. I love at the moment we've all got different positions. Rob's sitting very calmly at his desk. I'm standing, and Taryn, look how comfy she looks.
I'm so comfy.
So yes, That's Rank podcast. We rank listeners' ideas on the fly. Rob, what does that mean, though? What does that mean?
Well, that means listeners send us an idea at thatsrankpod at Gmail, at Insta, at Facebook, and now at YouTube.
No.
And they give us their ideas. We put those ideas on a wheel. We spin that wheel and we get given, spur at the moment, something to rank. We each then pick our favorite or best or worst or thing of that topic. And then we battle them against each other in a...
Battle to the
death. Where we then all come up with a kind of a shared rank. Like we each have one, we put them in, we come up with a shared 1, 2, and 3.
That's right. And how long do we get, Taryn? How long do we get to convince each other that ours should win?
We get 5 whole minutes each, which actually can feel really long or really short, depending on what the topic is and how passionate we are about it.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, we kind of get 5 minutes each, and at the end we deliberate whose topic is number 1, whose is number 2, number 3, and that's where we leave the rank at.
That's right. I just want to quickly mention something because I know that in our first YouTube episode, we did mention the Bartholomew. I know we explained this to our audio listeners before, but I think it's worth repeating for anyone who might be new to the That's Rank podcast on the tubes.
Yeah.
Who is Bartholomew? And what is the Bartholomew?
Well, the Bartholomew, Liam, hopefully this is not a premonition for the coming rank, because the Bartholomew is when we feel that our rank, the thing that we've put forward, is actually the number 3. So we Bartholomew ourselves. It came from our favourite pets episode in which we all made a pet, gave our pets a name, and it was Bartholomew the Sloth, if I remember correctly.
It was Bartholomew.
You Bartholomew, and that was where I did. Came from.
I put him in the third spot because your answers were that much better, and so now, thusly, has been known as the Bartholomew. And there we go. That's the backstory of Bartholomew. Should I give this wheel? Should I give this wheel a spin and see what we're gonna rank this evening?
Do it.
Spin that wheel, Liam. Spin that wheel.
Oh, what's it gonna be?
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Ooh,
Taryn's on the edge of her bed.
Number 8 tonight, guys. 1 second. As is the plan always, I get the list up way too late. Number 8. Make it great. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Today, listener Nikki has asked us to rank the best songs to blast in the car. The best songs to blast in the car.
Oh, this is a good one.
Oh, now you guys know me. I do enjoy a little bit of music. I'm sure you guys do as well.
You?
I know. It's crazy to think. But I do. I enjoy sing song. I like to sing, especially in the car. I'm not too sure if there's any better place to sing.
Yeah, I feel like it's like when you're in the shower or the bathroom, the acoustics are just better. You're on your own. You can scream sing. Except when you are sitting across from someone at the lights, then it's just a little bit like a whisper, a murmur, a little bit of.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I have blasted at the lights before.
Have you?
Top of my lungs. And I may have told this once. I may have told this once before on the podcast, but I remember I was setting the lights once. I can't remember what song it was. Would have been handy if I did for this rank. But I was sitting there, I was belting out this song, and the guy in the car next to us had his drunk friend. His drunk friend jumped out of the car, came and stood next to my car, and started singing with me. It was very lovely. It was very lovely.
That's beautiful. I love that moment. Did he have a good voice?
No, he was drunk and he was just yelling. He had no shirt on.
It's like karaoke, but when you shouldn't be doing karaoke.
When is that, Taryn? When should you not be doing karaoke?
When you
Three
jump outside
three
the car
places.
and join someone at the lights, that's pretty much a good spot to not.
Standing on a road in open traffic,
Yeah.
maybe not a good
Maybe
karaoke
not.
moment.
Yeah.
What song would you sing then? I will survive. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
I think
on
it's
a
dodging traffic.
highway
Yeah.
to hell.
But I
Totally.
agree. I think the car is like the shower, but the difference is everyone can see you
Yes. Well,
because you
if they're
still.
looking, most people aren't looking.
Most people aren't looking, but isn't it great when you do look and you do catch somebody singing? Like I don't judge
Good.
them for it. I actually think I'm like,
Oh,
yeah, look how much fun they're having in their car. That's awesome. That kind of makes my day when I see someone.
All that eye contact. Love that.
it's one of those but with eye contact and then also but if they continue, that's my
Yes.
favorite. Eye contact and there's no break. There's no like in their confidence. They just keep on bursting it out. God damn, I love to see that. I love to see it. Where are some other places you shouldn't sing or karaoke?
Church, wedding,
funeral.
Work.
No, karaoke church. That's a marriage made in heaven.
Yeah,
Actually, too,
I
they sing a
agree.
lot in church, but not outside, not off book though. You can't sing off book in church.
Why
In
You have
not?
to
Garden
sing.
of Eden,
You have to
honey.
sing the prescriptive songs that everyone else is singing. You can't just get up and sing like "Du hast mich." You know, like you
Well,
might get into a bit of trouble
do you know what?
singing Rammstein in church.
In year 12, again, like I mentioned this before as well, went to a Catholic boys' school. They gave the year 12s in their final mass, they gave us the choice to choose the songs to sing at mass.
What? How?
Yeah, it was terrible idea. So we sung sexual healing, but they told us that we had to change the word sexual to spiritual. When I get that feeling, I got spiritual healing.
What is it, baby?
I'm hot just like your oven. I need your loving.
I need you praying and praying and baby.
I don't think the brothers vetted the songs before we put them up. I'm pretty sure the other one was Red Hot Chili Peppers, Under the Bridge. What's that song called? Or was it called
Under the Bridge.
It is Under the Bridge. Yeah, that was another song we sang. So that was fun. But when look,
Great.
but what about in the car? What about in the car? What are you guys thinking? What are you
It's
guys
a hard
thinking?
one because, like, for me, when I get in the car and I'm in a mood, like a bad
Yeah.
mood, I love to do something loud and shouty. But I
Mhm.
mostly blast songs when I'm in a good mood. So it's like singy. It's sometimes a big pop number. It's got to
Sure.
be a throwback usually, the ones that you know all the words to.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's
Yeah,
important, actually. Knowing the words, I think, is very important to a song you want to blast in the car.
yeah,
Because you're right. But then again, the rank isn't, if I'm going to be, literal about it, the rank isn't sing. The rank is blast. So you could have
You don't have to
Bach's
sing.
symphony blasting if you want to, and make words to it, I suppose. But I know what you mean. Like it's definitely mood dependent, right? Definitely mood
This is
dependent.
also quite risky because, like, if you guys don't know the artist or the song, how are you going to feel, what I'm feeling when I describe it?
Well, that's where your 5 minutes comes into play, my
This is a
friend.
big one. This is a big one. That's why you got to
Yeah.
convince us, Taryn. It's the strength of your argument.
That's right.
Oh,
And
this is really
You've got to
hard.
paint the picture. I think we've got to kind of, because it does depend. Like, are you singing? Is the window down? And are you just trying to impress passerbyers? Are you just trying to capture a mood?
impress passerbyers.
Is it
Imagine.
summer? Is it winter? Like, winter. What song would you play in winter? But what car are you
Hello,
driving, and
darkness,
where are you
my
driving it? Like, what's
friend.
the deal? Well,
That's a
what's
good
the
point.
deal? I think you got to paint the picture.
That's
Shall
true.
we get into
That's
it?
true. We can do.
Yeah.
I'm going to set up my little 5-minute timer because I think Rob. It's been a while since you went first, mate. I think it's about
I'm going
time.
to go first. Okay.
I think
You have
Taryn.
one?
Taryn, do you have anything, Taryn, that you would?
I can find one.
I'm popping up.
It is a while since I've gone first, but I can.
Well, actually, there's one more bit of clarification. I think we should. Actually, no clarification. This is the That's Rank podcast. We can interpret this however we like. No rules, no agenda.
No rules. What were you hoping to clarify then?
No, it's fine.
No, we're going to go lack of clarity.
I think that clarity makes it interesting. Makes it
Does
interesting,
make
don't
it
you think?
interesting.
What were you? Yeah.
Life
What were
is
you
a
clear about?
highway.
Well, no, because I fear that the idea that I have in my head, if I bring up this point, you might say something I don't want you to say. So I'm not going to. I'm going to just leave it to.
Well, you have to go
life.
second then.
I am going to go with a very risky choice.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to start your timer. 5 minutes begins now.
And I do want some space for honorable mentions at the end of this because I could,
of course, always.
I could list off the ones that I'm contemplating. otherwise, but I can't do that now. I have to just jump into the one I'm going to pick, and I'm not sure if you'll come with me on this one, because this is a personal one. Now, there's a key difference between singing in the car and singing in the shower. Being in the car, you've got direct access to an MP3 player, CD player, a phone, whatever, your Spotify, whatever your audio device is, you can access it. So you can queue songs up, I think, which is a big difference. And you can actually listen to the song and sing along with it. Whereas in the shower, you're kind of going off memory. The song's happening in your head, but it's not happening all around you.
You can take musical
Put music on in the
devices
shower.
into
Yeah,
the
but
shower.
it's not quite the same. But you've also got the sound of the shower, going on all around you. Whereas in a song, you're in a cubicle. In a car, you're in a cubicle with nothing but the song, And that's key for this song, because this is a personal one for me. But I bust out to Radiohead when I'm driving sometimes.
Sure.
Now, that might sound like a strange choice, but I think the reason it is because Tom York's voice is such an incredible voice, and it's so downright unachievable that the car is the only place that I can crank up OK Computer, and in particular listen to Paranoid Android, which is the big, long, kind of operatic kind of song that happens in that album.
Yeah.
And just try and sing along with Tom York. Now, I've actually done this because I was driving along once and I was singing along to Tom York for this song. And I was just really getting into it, because he does these huge high notes and these big kind of long drawn out.
Give us one.
Hey?
That's right. I said give us one. You did straight away. So that's perfect.
But I couldn't do it, you see. I couldn't do it because I've tested this. I was like driving along and I was like, singing along to Paranoid Android. And I was like, I've really got this. And as an interesting test, I put the little voice recording thing on my phone up and I recorded my voice and played it back. And I don't have it.
No, you don't have it.
No. So this is the key. This is why this is my pick, because Tom York's voice is so amazing. It's unattainable and unachievable. And the only time and place that you can actually sing along to his music and feel like you are actually doing a good job is when you're in the isolated cubicle of the car. And the music is just all encompassing and all loud, and you can't actually hear your voice. So it feels like your voice is actually the voice of Tom York.
There we go.
And that particular song, Paranoid Android, in the way it kind of plays itself out, particularly as it kind of climaxes, and he just and it's all about the voice, and he just has these huge like wails that you get into, and it's just like, it's amazing, and you're just sitting in the car like going for it, hammer and tongs. And I have been caught singing this song once before.
Red-handed.
and yeah, it was just like, I feel like you can really just emotionally kind of jump into the space in the song. I mean, it's not like a boppy song. Like, it's not like a song that you're driving too fast along to. It's a song that you're very much like whatever's going on in your head, you're thinking, you're contemplative, which often also happens in the car, right? When you put music on, like, that's your alone time.
Sure.
And you're sitting there and you're thinking about life, you're thinking about relationships in life, you're thinking about emotions, you're feeling things. So sometimes that's why a song that's a bit more cathartic, well, like Radiohead, strikes a nerve for me when I'm in the car, because it is my alone space, it is my personal space. And I think that's why Radiohead and Tom York is such a, it's, for me, it's when I truly shine in busting out a track in the car, because I feel like I can achieve the unattainable, which is singing like Tom York. And B, I'm just like cathartically processing my own life's kind of struggles and emotions in that moment in space. And those two things combine to become a little bit of it's a magical moment inside my vehicle. I'm on the magical mystery tour in there. Like, if only you could see me. If you were fortunate enough to see me busting that out at the traffic lights, I think it would make your day, because it's real. It's real. It's real. So
I just imagine you just like rolling around at like 40 k's an hour on the freeway, just so focused in just getting this song perfectly right, and everyone just whizzing past saying, what the hell's wrong with this car? Don't worry. Just Rob.
He's driving along slowly. And the song changes its pace, so then all of a sudden it kicks in. And all of a sudden, the car's speeding up. My God. And then I slow down again when I'm like, and then do.
Last 20 seconds, buddy.
I mean, it's one of the greatest albums of all time. It's one of my favorite tracks on that album. And I can just live it. I can fully live it when I'm in that car listening to Tom. It's me and Tom, and it's only me and Tom.
Nice wrap up.
Only you and Tom.
That's right. Tom with a TH.
Good wrap up.
Oh,
There it is. Nice
Let
one.
him go.
I loved a lot about that. Because you're right. That's the time you are just in yourself, and you turn it up so loud that you can't hear yourself and how bad you are at stuff.
Yeah. Amen. That's the best part of singing in the car. Can I
That's
just
true.
clarify? Was the
Yeah.
topic best music or best song?
No, it was best music. This is what I wanted to clarify, because
Okay.
it's like
Best
Okay,
music?
cool.
Oh, my apologies. No, it's song to blast in the car.
Best song.
Oh fuck.
Best songs.
No, I'm
Songs.
gonna stick with my original, even though I'm gonna work it into that. I'm gonna swindle it in.
Oh, I've got a problem.
Well, that
go
sounds
second?
like while Liam figures out his problem, Taryn, maybe it's just a good opportunity for you to do some swindling.
And
Okay.
do you know what? This is why I should have clarified before, because I was going to say, is it song or can we say it's just music in general? But the rank is song. So now I've got to think about everything all over again.
So you should have clarified. We gave you plenty of opportunities
You
to jump
did.
in and clarify, and you refused to clarify.
I'll take that on the shoulder. It's fine.
Good.
I done
I feel
goofed.
like, yeah. Okay, you might tap me out then. Hang on, shit. Okay.
Is that what you've been doing this whole time? Because the whole time Rob was talking, you were like looking down here. Were you on your phone trying to look at songs?
No. I've got Spotify on my laptop.
Oh, see, I mean, I'm not looking at anything. You've had help. Oh,
No,
I don't know what
I haven't
to
had
do.
help. I'm just surfing. Okay, go on. I'll go.
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go? Okay.
I think you might call me out, and I'll have to start again. So
I don't know why would we call you out? What are you gonna say? Mine's actually slam poetry, not a song. No, probably not. It is, isn't
songs,
it? Okay,
plural.
okay.
So it's songs, songs.
No, yeah, well, that is.
So
yeah.
just give it to us, Taryn, and then we'll decide your fate later.
The rank is just song to blast in the car, not songs, but that's okay. 3.
Oh, song to blast in the car.
It so doesn't matter. We're having fun, aren't we?
Well, I picked the song, so I'm definitely
disqualified.
Nothing's funner than technicalities, Liam. Nothing's funner than technicalities.
Tara's like, can I go, please?
Can I go?
3, 2, 1. Proceed.
So, you did get me looking down and like putting myself on mute because I was just playing the start of a couple of songs.
I thought so. I was going to call you out, and I was just like, Taryn, what are you doing? Now I know.
Hey, that means you weren't listening to my argument, Taryn.
I was listening though. That's the problem. That's what threw me off because I was like, "Oh, yours is one song."
Taryn, I can't wait for you to see your little thinking face back on the video. It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah. So when I'm in the car, I like to play something super loud and like electronic.
Sure.
Because like when I sing to a song or I'm in the shower or if I'm doing work or at home or doing chores, I even take my headphones to the grocery shops. Like it's all a different mix.
Yeah.
I really like an electronic song to play in the car, but like one that I can't even hear myself to. So what I was sneakily looking down my thinking face, there's a few, and like it's usually ones that are trending, and don't shoot me.
Great TV show.
My favorite, is it favorite or best song? Best
song to blast in the car.
Song to blast in the car. My song to blast in the car is whatever is trending on TikTok.
Oh, I see what you've done. Oh, I see.
That's my favorite song because it's a different song every time, and I feel like if I'm blasting it, like don't get me wrong, I blast songs that I love, like a little bit of a little bit of The Offspring, a little bit of fucking Sean Kingston, a little bit of all the old stuff that I know the words to. Yeah, Me Love actually. Anyway, the electronic ones that I love are like silly ones, and I'll just play the start of a couple so we don't get banned from fucking. It's shit
YouTube,
like this.
We're on YouTube now, so this is going to be banned straight away. Go on.
Oh wait, it's got a bit of a slow start.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Get the vibe?
What was that? Okay, so Tattoo, I can fuck with Tattoo, 100%.
Yeah. So it's just things where you can just hear the end of it just goes absolutely bonkers. Like,
so it's got the
intro. Look at my skin go sick. Anyway, like it'll just start and it's like
it's got the drop. It's got the drop. Okay.
So my favorite song to blast in the car is an electronic trending song. I won't lie, they're mostly from TikTok.
Sure.
It's a vibe. It's a
It's
vibe
a
for
vibe.
me. Yeah.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
feel like it's one that if you get caught headbanging to at the lights,
Yeah.
they either are like banger or they're like, it is 9 in the morning. Where the fuck could she be going / coming from? And it's no problem because my head's moving too fast to even see them.
That's right.
In a safe way, of course, because I'm driving.
That's right.
But I feel like, yeah, the electronic bop is not quite cathartic. I think it's a release of endorphins because it is purely like I don't go clubbing anymore, but when I did, you just get on a level, right? Like you
Yeah.
get on a level mentally. So I feel like when you're on that level, the music's really loud, people are around you, and you're all in the same head banging like vibes.
Sure.
It is
Yeah.
even try going out at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like seriously, get yourself to the gym at 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Play this on the way there. You'll be popping. Your blood cells will wake up and they'll be bouncing your way into the gym. Like
Okay.
that is what it is for me.
Here's the question. So when you're singing at the lights, now Rob's Googling something. When we're singing at the lights, so whole time Rob was talking you were looking down. Now you've been talking, he's been looking down.
You just inspired me. Like you just
Oh
inspired me to
God.
find some
And
music. So
we're in
all.
Taryn's 5 minutes. So I got to have this quick question. So when people sing at the lights and they stop singing at the lights, when you get to the lights and you're blasting that, do you turn it down? You're kind of shy. You're like,
No,
You're like,
not when it's that music. When it's something that I'm singing, yes, I turn it down because I'm like, well, I don't need to be singing this solo. Like a Miley Cyrus song where I'm like, it's all emotional and I'm like,
yeah.
just like getting into it. Like the kind of music that Rob's talking about, I'll turn that shit down at the lights. This
Okay.
music,
It
I
is
turn it up,
embarrassing.
I
Yeah.
put the windows down. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of music that I'm like, my tiny little Ford Fiesta. I don't care. Who's going to judge me? Who's going to judge me and my lack of subwoofers in the
How?
backseat? You know what I mean?
Damn,
Like,
I was about to say, how much have you spent on your subwoofers, Taryn?
yeah, I wish. That's my goal. My goal is to have it like I don't care how shit the car is, as long as my sound system is banging. That's what I want in my life.
Yeah.
Like I want to be
Okay.
able to sit there and feel like there's a helicopter landing on my head, kind of vibes.
Helicopter.
Yes.
All right, that should be 10 seconds. Anything else to add about your TikTok music?
10 seconds. Oh, I feel like maybe just what I'm into at the moment, which is anyway, I'm not going to play all of it because it'll ban us, but it's called Digga Bassi by an artist called Chai, Chaii, and she is Arabic and she deals with cross-cultural like issues but with dope music. So get that on the loudspeaker next time you're in the car.
And it's from TikTok, right? Because that means in about 2 weeks' time it's going to be irrelevant. So get onto it now before the new fad comes along.
Yep. Get onto
And also,
by the time this episode comes out, it'll be featured on a best of TikTok 2 weeks ago album.
2023, yeah.
Compilation.
That's right. That's right. And just for the sake of YouTube, Taryn is drinking kombucha right now. Kombucha.
Yes, this is kombucha.
Yes, not anything else.
We're not allowed to drink alcohol on YouTube.
No, apparently not. Well, I think it depends. If you want to have like get like monetized and stuff, no, not really.
The label.
That's what. Oh, the kombucha. Yes, I know.
Yeah, it's a really good kombucha. Natural, original, full strength booch.
Booch.
The booch.
The booch. The booch. The booch is on fire.
We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn.
I don't think you can
burn kombucha. Burn.
No, you can. This is the weird thing about YouTube. Like currently, as long as you don't swear in the first minute, it's fine. Apparently, it's weird. It's weird. After that, go fucking nuts. Yeah.
Go fucking nuts.
Go fucking nuts.
Yeah, my alfalfa hair right here is gonna make a really big effort to not look down because now all this music is popping in my head, but I'm really keen to see what Liam says.
Me too.
Okay. Well, I will begin my 5 minutes. Oh, my phone's turned off. Now, okay, so this is tough because I've got about 50 million songs running through my head. And I'm thinking back to when Taryn...
Running through your head.
Don't!
More songs.
Don't do it! Don't! I'll just start singing the whole time.
All the things he said running through his head.
Stop. So... Oh no! It's gone!
Oh no!
No, it's fine. So I'm like Taryn said before, it depends on the mood I'm in. Like if I'm in like a really melancholy mood, if it's like winter, I'll play like folk indie music, like the Shins and all that kind of stuff, Fleet Foxes.
Yeah.
But I don't. What is it? Blast it. I don't blast it. You can't blast folk music. You can't.
Oh, beg to diff, but sure.
You can turn it up, but do you blast it? I don't think so. The music you played was blasting. If you turn New Slang by the Shins up, it's just loud New Slang.
Yeah, you'd be. Yeah.
So, but it is about singing for me, and I could go in a number of different directions. So I'm going to have to stick to the one that I think that I do the most. Now, like Rob, I like to practice certain things in the car because you can't really do it at
Yeah.
home. Wake the housemates up. I don't want to do that, do I? So the car's
No.
the best place to do it and practice my harmonizing, my melodies and stuff like that. And the easiest thing to start, or the easiest thing, or the most kind of the thing I like to do the most is pop punk, or back in like early 2000s, late 90s, kind of that
Yes.
era of pop punk. So not like your Simple Plans and your Good Charlottes. Fuck that shit. I'm talking Green
Okay,
Day.
let's not fuck that shit, but sure.
I do enjoy it. I'm just trying to be all cool. So I'm talking Green Day. I
Yeah.
will blast Green Day in the car like there's no one's business. And there's one
Yes.
song specifically that I will always put on, and I'll always try and do the other bits that Billy Joe doesn't do. I said Billy Joel, not him. And that's
Hey,
Basket
don't
Case.
knock Billy either.
I didn't knock anybody. Why does everyone assume that I'm knocking somebody? I literally said his name. That's it. But fuck Billy Joel. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, but the song's Basket Case. Do you guys know Basket Case?
Yes.
Do you have the time to
Oh, yeah.
listen to me whine? So that song, it's all that's it. But the chorus goes into like little, like really mini melodies. And so I sit there and I always try and just get the little bits that are not quite there. Because
Yes. Oh.
I suck at melodies like in normal songs.
Oh.
You just listen to some people sing, and like my cousins do this as well. They sing this band called First Aid Kit, and when they sing it, they just harmonize with each other just so perfectly. I cannot.
That's the abnormal though. I feel like that's not what the average person does.
I would say so.
Yeah.
But I think just in terms of wanting to do it, like
Yeah.
I was going to go on a tangent. It's fine. I have to somehow fill the next 2 minutes with Basket Case. Oh, what have I done? Okay.
Go on.
Do you know what? The song's 2 minutes long. I'd probably just sing the whole song. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, go on from the beginning.
What's the best part of the song to blast?
To blast is probably the whole song. First of all, whole song. Don't get me wrong. First of all, so. But I think the chorus is the best. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm looking up. Am I just paranoid? I just done. I went and I nearly did it again. But yeah, but that part there, I'd like to try and get a little bits in between. Try and get the little harmonizings.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I get that.
Yeah, musicals as well. But I've already chosen my song. I shot my load early on the song. I shouldn't have said it like that, but that's how I said it.
Don't use that phrase, please. For the love of God.
But I could have gone anywhere. I could have gone like musicals. I love singing the Book of Mormon musical because A, it's hilarious, and B, I love blasting out musicals, and I will blast them out both from the speakers and from my voice. But
I'm
I
with
think
you on that one. That the Hugh Jackman song where he's like on the greatest show, yeah. This is the greatest show.
Yeah. And that was in my head and floating around. But when what I was going to choose, if it was like music, I was going to do that. But if I was going to choose one specific song that I know that I go to over and over again, if when you're scrolling through, even like Netflix, you're like, I don't know what to watch. What am I going to watch? I have that with music as well.
Yeah.
And my go-to, and that go-to is Basket Case by Green Day because A, you can blast it. It's simple to sing.
Add it to my favorites.
Yeah, it's good. The words are funny. The harmonizing is easy to do, and you feel like you're accomplished.
Yeah, that's going to be on my morning commute to work tomorrow.
That's my time.
Oh my God. Maybe we can harmonize the three of us. We can do a melody of Basket Case. Cute.
And a cappella time?
Yeah, for sure.
You have the time to listen to me whine. That's more like a Richard Cheese version, actually.
Dun, dun, dun,
All right, so I mean, I kind of dropped a little honorable mention in there with my musicals and stuff like that. Yeah. Honorable mentions, guys. What have we got?
You're gonna go Far Kid by The Offspring.
Which one by The Offspring?
You're gonna go Far Kid.
Oh,
show me how to lie. You're getting better all the time and turning all
that's a great one.
Isn't out that's hard to teach. Another code word that's often unsuspected.
I love The Offspring.
And if you can,
oh yeah.
Look
at the camera go.
Even that song, Keep Them Separated? You said Keep Them Separated?
Hey, radio by, we're under 18, but we're doing it anytime.
Hey, oh, it's Come Out and Play. Come out and play. I've got a few honorable mentions. So I love a little bit of NWA Fuck the Police, just because. It's great. It's hilarious for me, the white guy from the middle class.
You can relate,
driving around with NWA, but like, man, it's a fucking wicked song. Like, you're just like, yeah, I feel tough.
It's good music. Good music.
You talked about electronic music, Taryn, like a bit of DJ Shadow. Like DJ Shadow's got some cranking tunes. If you've ever heard of DJ Shadow, we'll chuck on a tune called Organ Donor by DJ Shadow and have a listen to that when you're driving around sometime, because that's got a great little. Anyway, I'll let you.
Once again, please.
Sorry.
Once again, please.
Do you want me to play it for you?
No, you can't do that.
Organ Shadow by DJ Shadow. Anything by Arcade Fire. I always blast in the car.
Yeah.
Early Chili Peppers I'll blast in the car. Rage Against the Machine I'll blast in the car.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. It's that rocky stuff, right? It's that rocky stuff. I'll do a lot of like death metal stuff, Bring Me the Horizon, all that kind of stuff. And when I put that stuff on, it is go. Like I've been doing that. I've been on like the country highways, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing 140 k's an hour.
Yeah,
I should slow down.
We're not endorse speeding for the sake of blasting music. If you
can't help it sometimes.
Electronic, sorry.
You can't help it sometimes, though. Like you actually don't notice. You just don't even notice.
But also, we are safe drivers here on the podcast.
We only encourage safe driving. Please drive safe.
Only safe driving. only drive to responsible music, please, people.
That's right.
You guys would love, and this is what got me onto the TikTok electronic trend, was Sick Kick. He wears like a stupid little mask, and he's a stupid little guy, and I love him so much. He just remixes like good music, and he has his own originals as well, but it is such a bop. And there's DJ Honeybee as well. She's on TikTok, and love that shit. Like just bops. I will also honorable mention to little Miley Cyrus. It's kind of like my Avril Lavigne era, but like I don't know what it is. I don't play. She's not in any of my playlists. She doesn't show up in any of my like.
Which Miley?
Anything else other than like a blast, and it's like an emotional song. But I feel like when I'm in the car, I blast it because I'm like, I don't want to hear myself trying to hit the notes. You know what I mean?
Which song? Wrecking Ball?
No, I think. Well, it depends.
Party in the USA. It's really emotional.
Taryn just gave you a look through the computer.
I know
the internet, man, which was like, don't ask me a follow-up question there.
I felt it. I felt it, and it makes me want to double down on that question even more.
My current Miley Cyrus mode is "Angels Like You," and you can forget about that as soon as I told you.
It's okay. I don't know what that is to start with, so it's pretty easy to forget about. So you'll be fine.
I think when you're in the car, listening. Like when you're in the car, there's less.
I wish there was actual sound right now, Taryn.
I wish we could edit the music over. We could edit the music over that. Taryn's doing her best Milli Vanilli. For those listening at home, she's miming singing without actually singing. I think but the interesting thing about the car, right? So the car, I grew up in car radio days, or like disc, like when you had the CD player, the multi-deck. Like a big advancement for me was when I went from the CD into the thing to the 6-pack multi-deck CD player, which sat underneath the car.
Weren't those the days?
And I was just like, holy my god, the power, the diversity! I've got 6 whole CDs.
Rob. Taryn just said what? I think we might have to explain to her the multi-disc track.
So you have embedded into the car dash, you have like a CD player with one CD that goes in and out.
Yes.
That's for the pause.
I upgraded to like a 6-stack CD box that sat underneath the seat, and I'd have to pull out the box, and I'd have to load it up with 6 CDs, and I'd have to put the box back in, and then I'd have 6 CDs to choose from as I drove.
Oh yeah.
Where are all those cars now?
They're in museums now, Taryn. They're sitting in museums. They're being dug up by archaeologists.
What year was it? Because my 2012 Fiesta has the 1 CD slot, and I used to play my French CD in there, but that's it.
No, this was 2001,
early
2002.
2000s. Yeah, early 2000s.
Oh, so
early 2000s.
So and even before that, it was tape deck.
Well, my car had a tape deck extension to my portable Discman.
Yeah.
So tape deck extension.
So what you do is you take your little portable Discman, because we didn't have MP3 players at that stage because we're ancient apparently, and then you put your CD in there, put it down, your portable Discman, and then
Kind of
in
man.
the headphone jack, you'd plug in like the headphone bit, and then at the other end, it wasn't headphones; it was an actual like simulacra of a cassette that you would put into the cassette deck, and then it would play the CD through your
tape deck. It was amazing, amazing technology.
The things we had to do, Taryn.
I was one of the lucky ones with a CD player. Most of my friends only had tape decks, so you'd still have to like have your tapes cranking in the car. Like it was.
I had a mate. He was balling. He had a 12-stack CD in the boot of his car. He was in the boot of his car.
How long would you have to drive to get through 12? Because if I'm not
no,
mistaken,
it's not about
CDs have multiple tracks on them.
Yeah, it's not about how long you're driving for. It's just like what you're feeling like that day.
It's exactly right. It's diversity
Can you
range.
skip through the CD deck?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, so you'd be like CD 6, and then you can go song 4. Yeah. And then when you change CDs,
sorry, talk about cars to blast, songs to blast.
Yoo-hoo!
When I feel heavy metal, and I'm pissing on needles.
But my point was, so you've got radio, tape deck, CDs, like, so maybe not for youngins like yourself, Taryn, who have been spoiled with technology, but for the older folk out there, we had less choice when we were driving around. So you kind of had to like, so sometimes because of that though, like you'd go by your favorite radio station.
Yeah.
And you'd go, there'd be like 4 or 5 radio stations, and you'd be like, you know what, I feel like I'm actually in a 92.1 mood today, and you'd get some kind of obscure indie rock or something, or some techno. Or you go, you know what? I just want to blast out to some like 1960s, 1970s, good old times rock and roll. And you switch over to 585 or 720, and you just
you went to the AM. Goodness me.
Yeah, sometimes you go to the AM if you just wanted to sing, if you wanted to find some Creedence Clearwater Revival or some Stones or some ABBA or some Bee Gees. So the point being, you had less choice. So you just had to make do with whatever came on.
That's true.
And sometimes you just have some great blasted moments with like that lucky dip. Limited range, like everything. When you have limited range, you make so much more of it when you have access to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's so much harder. Whereas when you just get given a song and you haven't even chosen, sometimes you've just got to blast it whether you like it or not.
It was the worst time of day when you'd be listening to something and then a song came on that you were like, I fucking hate this song. And guess what you can do about it? Absolutely nothing.
A long time ago.
Cannot imagine.
Imagine. Oh, yeah, blast that in the car. You sad sack.
Cannot imagine. Shut up there.
I'm kidding. I used to be in the car with my parents. That was a thing.
That's true. You remember these times.
We don't. We don't anymore.
Maybe Real just went off. Do you guys want to be a Maybe Real?
Oh, we're going to have it live on YouTube. Be Real.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go
are
on.
You ready?
Go on, you absolute zoomer. Let's do
it. You have to watch the video. So if you're listening to this, now you have to listen to it and have to go to YouTube and give us 2 hits. 2 hits for one, just to see us posing for Taryn's
Be Real. Hold on, it didn't work. Sorry.
Oh well, guys.
No.
It didn't work.
Do it again.
We're doing another Be Real. Okay, I'm gonna look down at the camera this time.
I don't know where to put it on this angle though, because the light is so bright. I'm not used to being this in focus.
How long do I have to pose for?
Wait, ready? Okay, I'm gonna do it from here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stay. Yeah, nice one.
Fuck. Did I not stay? I didn't stay. I feel like I didn't.
No.
I feel like I didn't follow the brief.
You did. You guys are good.
We did it, Rob. We did it.
It's time. I think it's time to. On that note, on that successful win that we've just had, Liam, is it time to rank?
I think it might be. So I went last, which means I have to rank first. That's the rules. We didn't tell you that at the start, but that's how it goes.
The rules.
Them's the rules. Deal with it. Okay. I have so much more energy when I'm standing up to do this. It's great.
I can't believe it. Do you have a standing desk?
Yeah, man.
Wild.
Yeah. Check this out. No, it's fine. I'm not going to do that now. Not very exciting. So
it was up and down because I can't see it.
I was going to, but it would have taken so long. So number 3 for me, unsurprisingly, I'm sure you know why, Taryn. It's the TikTok songs. It's another reason. Number of reasons. Electronic music and that like drop stuff doesn't really do it for me. I'm sorry, it doesn't do it for me.
Whatever.
It makes me anxious and nervous. I don't know why. Like that like drum and bass. I cannot. I don't know why. It hits me in the wrong part of my heart.
Okay.
Number two.
The dead part.
The dead part, yeah. Correct. The part that likes fun. That's where it gets me. Okay. Oh, I don't know what to do here because I really liked how Rob explained. Yeah, I'm putting Basket Case number 2 and I'm putting Rob number 1.
Ooh, wow.
Radiohead. Because
Cool.
I really enjoyed the reasoning as to why that's the best song to blast in the car. And I think you did it with more aplomb than I. So,
thank you, sir.
Number 1, Radiohead. Number 2, Basket Case, Green Day. And number 3, which is I'm assuming how
girls just want to have
all right.
Fine, it's whatever. I knew I was going to take a risk being the only one.
Sure, no, absolutely. But that's what happens sometimes. We've got a bit of a generational gap. We've got sometimes we have ranks that we don't understand.
Generational? Techno's been going for years.
No, I mean us. I know that. I meant TikTok. I meant the TikTok and the look at Taryn. She's fuming. She's actually fuming. I'm going to stand away from the.
It's a good thing you're not in the same room right now. Actually,
I'll tell you what. Well, and you know what? And now
whatever. I thought we were friends.
Now it's Taryn's turn to rank, so I'm about to get myself a backlash. I could feel it.
No, your song choice was really good.
Yes.
Rob, can you summarize yours again for me real quick?
Sing the whole song.
So Paranoid Android by Radiohead, because it allows me to sing.
Why is he allowed to explain it again? He said he's 5 minutes.
Taryn wasn't paying attention, remember? She was Googling the entire time.
That is not
No,
that is not
the
my
name of the song.
The name
Just
of the
Radiohead.
song. That's Paranoid Android by Radiohead, which is about 6 or 7 minutes, has this huge build, has moments of rock, has moments of wailing, has this big kind of
All right, here's my rank. Ready?
Okay.
Yeah, that did it for her, Rob. That last little bit. She's like, wait, I got it.
Wailing can make me a bit anxious. I'm gonna go electronic because it's really hard though, because the ones that like Liam's talking about were the ones where you like know the words and you can scream blast. I'm on the same. I feel like I'm into that more lately. If you'd said Sean Kingston, you would have had me. Green Day's pretty up there though. No, I will say blast. I'm gonna stick with electronic because I do blast the shit out of that. I like
sure. Yep.
Speakers. So that's my number 1. Number 2 is your Green Day vibe because that gets me going because you can blast and sing without like hearing yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
And then I'm gonna go Rob third because sometimes a guitar solo or a wail actually makes me anxious, and I feel like if I blast it in the car, I usually listen to it a little bit quieter. So I'm thinking of Big Thief, for example. They have like a wailing guitar vibes, and I turn it down, even though
which one did you say? You're thinking of which one?
Big Thief.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love me a bit of Big Thief too. There you go.
Yeah.
So
horses for courses, or in this case, songs for cars.
Yep.
Why didn't anyone choose the Cars? The Cars would have been a great one. Who's gonna drive you home?
Oh, what great classic song. I am gonna flip your list.
I just want to say really quickly, like Taryn and I both ranked ours last just purely for anxiety reasons.
Now, Taryn put herself number 1, didn't she?
No, last. So I put her last because of anxiety. She put you last because of anxiety, and now you're going to put who last for anxiety?
I'm going to put Taryn last, not because of anxiety.
Because of personal vendetta.
No. A, the brief was song. B, I'm not on TikTok.
Hey, listen. Taryn was very crafty with how she got to song. I must admit, we'll give that.
I said electronic song that happens to be trending on TikTok.
She said song from TikTok. She didn't say songs from TikTok.
Song from TikTok.
I think she got the brief there, man.
Yeah. Well, she's still.
I gave you an opportunity to challenge me as well, and you didn't. So you can't put that in your reasoning for putting me last.
Mm-hmm.
Choose a different reason.
I can though. I still can.
You can't.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
But you can't though, because you're basically saying it's calling my rank irrelevant and redundant, and it's not, because then I would have an opportunity to re-rank.
Oh, is that a call for a re-rank? That's unprecedented. We're not going to let it happen, but that's unprecedented.
I'll freaking do it. I've got Sean King.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because even though I do enjoy a good bit of electronic, more like current pop, like whatever's kind of current, I guess, and trending at the moment, I enjoy some banging out to some of those. Like it's not going to stack up to either Green Day or, in this case, Paranoid Android, which is just an all-timer for me and an all-time album. And I love me some Waylon, and I love me some Build. I love me some old rock, So that's definitely my number one. But I do love me some Green Day too. So it's followed closely by Liam and Green Day. And then unfortunately, Taryn, I'm gonna have to put the TikTok electronic as last because I can't quite attach to this.
Sorry, Taryn. I try to talk him out of it, but he's going to change his mind.
This broad thing of whatever's trending on TikTok.
But do you know what was quite interesting? Which is quite interesting. Before Rob ranked, we were actually all tied on 4 points. So
that's because the two of us ranked.
How long did TikTok video go for?
Too long.
Oh, babes, we don't have time for this.
But I'm curious because are you like when you say like so do you hear the song on TikTok and then play it on Spotify so you can hear the whole song? Is that how it works?
So the reason I said TikTok song is because it's usually a remix or an original artist number of the song. So like for example, the Tattoo one, that you can find that in different versions on Spotify, all that. You can sit there on SoundCloud, spend days finding all the remixes. I chose TikTok because they usually like the most listened to ones land on your For You page because of how the algorithm works, which means it is like the ones that are most popular and they end up being really good mixes in my humble opinion. So those are the ones that I end up finding the full version of on Spotify, and then I'll add them to my car playlist, and that's what I smash out to.
And had you said Tattoo, you'd be fighting this one out for the number 2 spot, Taryn. But had you given me something to grasp onto, like I would have been like,
to be fair, all the things she said probably would have been number 1 because I'd blast that stuff in the car. For sure.
That would have been a great.
That's okay. We shouldn't tell Taryn what she should have done.
It's an electronic remix of a song that I already love. So Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Zombie, I'll send you the playlist that I'm talking about, and like you can hate it, but you'll probably know all the songs. And they're just
electronic mix of Zombie. I already hate that one, but everything else I'm willing to give a listen to. Actually, I might listen.
That sounds like it could be my bag. Could be my bag. But
I'll send it through.
Please send it through.
All right.
Please send it. The rank will be done by then, but you can at least rebuild some of your integrity.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm joking.
Bad boy.
Rob, she's already for bed. And you're throwing that barb at her. She's not even prepared.
That was a low blow, but it was also a low hanging fruit. I don't know. It was an easy dig. So I went for it. All right, I apologize, Taryn. I apologize.
Don't apologize. You said what you said. All right, so let's go this up.
All the things I said. It was just running through my head. All the things I said.
What are you checking? What are you currently checking? Are you like?
I'm sending you the song.
Oh, now, right now. Okay.
This is not enough, Taryn.
Okay. All right, we have to rank. We have to rank. Okay. Around the horn, 3-1. Let's get it done. Number 3 was Taryn tonight with
electronic songs from TikTok.
Thank you very much. Number 2 was Basket Case by Green Day, and number 1
is Paranoid Android by Radiohead, which I wasn't expecting to get away with. But thank you very much.
To get away with?
I just didn't think. I thought it was
you don't want to change
a bit melancholic, So I thought it was a bit melancholic. It might not hit the blast vibe, but I appreciate.
Well, now we're here. Now that I've put you first because I liked your story, I can now tell you I've never listened to that song. I know, crazy, right? I love music. I don't think I've ever really got into Radiohead or listened to enough of it to get into it.
No,
so
me neither.
I might have to jump on board, but the reason for blasting it made sense.
Have a look at the music video for that one because that's got a great music video. It's a little animated cartoon because it's got this full story.
We simply can't. We simply can't right now. We're past our time. We have to go, and I know what you're like. You'll get going.
Okay.
Any final thoughts? Anybody who wants to kick us? Who wants to finish us up tonight with a final? Shall I just dance?
Taryn, Liam, anybody? Okay.
My final thought is not going to be as succinct and as powerful as Rob's normally are. But it's simply this. It's simply this. When you get in the car, when you start driving, listen to what the fuck you want. Blast whatever the fuck you want. Love music because music is the joy of life. It doesn't matter what we say. And by the way, if we are wrong or if we've done anything wrong or your song is better than our song, let us know. Like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. We didn't do that part. Can always do that part. But don't be ashamed. If you want to blast your Marley, if you want to blast your Aqua, fucking do it. And enjoy. Enjoy it. That's it. Done. See you next Tuesday.
Nice. Well, I like that, man.